Welcome back. Okay, I guess you can't see my other screen. Deactivate. Activate. There it goes. Okay, boom. I think we got it back. I don't know why my audio is not working. This is so hard. I forgot how to use these. Did Nickelodeon. Oh god. Oh god. Sparkling power normal, tire power normal, and counter power normal. Okay. I I'm just like not talking, which is fine. Okay, there we go. I'm hunting mice. I'm literally, you know, as ironic as it is, I don't know. Zoroark is like a fox. Fox is like uh fox is like foxes are close to cats, and so that means I'm hunting mice with a cat, and I think that is appropriate. That was a shiny. I thought that Morgan was shiny. Malik, I was literally like thinking about things. I was thinking about like joining a different VC and then see if somebody wanted to talk, but I got a Malik in here, which works for me, you know. Malik, when did you become a moderator? I don't remember that, but I trust it. I don't know who did that. What if you did that yourself? What if you stole my moderation? No, but like, wasn't there a time where I was like, Malik, why aren't you a moderator? And then you were like, I don't know, different account. But I don't know why you became a moderator to begin with. But also, I always need moderators, so it's like, you know, like, it's not like I don't want you as moderator. It's like, whoa, you know, that happened. I just got home from a fight. Yo, what kind of fight? Like, um, like you got on a bus with somebody and they were like, yo, let's throw hands, you know? Or did you get, or was it like a verbal fight where you were like, haha, you're a loser? Or was it like a fight like a FFC? I fought my best friend. Yo, who won? Maybe everybody loses in this fight. I don't know. I was gonna say it could have been a professional fight. I forget that there's professional fighting, but like it sounds like it wasn't a professional fight. But what if you were the professional at this instance? But I hope everybody is okay and can participate in the next one. Maybe not. Maybe not a next one. He kept pulling my... Whoa. There's a Pokemon there. He kept pulling my hair. And I fell when I got up. I started winning. Good. But also don't fight people. Like, that's not great. Pulling hair is just a cheap shot. Pulling hair is such a, like, women thing. Not because women have hair, but, like, because, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're ever in a fight with women, they will always go for a cheap shot, which is not terrible. But I've also never been in a fight with women. I've just, like, seen stuff at school, you know? BRB, yo, you better RB. Arby's, yo, speaking of Arby's, I fucking love Arby's. And that's like my go-to restaurant on the road. Because I eat Arby's so much. I'm waiting for these mice to be shiny. Dragon! I still call you Dragon even though everybody calls you Tommy. How are you doing? I miss you too much. How are you doing? How are you? So you can call me whatever you want. I will call you. Period. I'm doing alright. I'm excited. I have a lot of good things in the progress. I'm trying to get a car. I'm trying to get a house. Hey, whenever I get a house, you can come over. Yay! You can just stay over for as long as you want. And then we'll get married so you never get to leave. Ever. You'll be mine forever and ever. Queen of Pokemon Chloe, I assume this is... Well, we usually call you Dragon. I'd assume. What was your name? Dragon... Dragon... I don't remember your name. What? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm excited because what are the shiny colors for Mousehold? It's exactly what you see on the screen. It's Mousehold, but apparently not Mousehold. So the shiny is the one on the screen, which is absolutely frustrating because I can't tell. Because, I mean, not only can I just not see it, you know, I just have to do this until my Zoroark doesn't attack, you know? And so I have deemed this the hardest, yeah, I can't see it. Other people are like, oh yeah, I changed the colors of my screen, so now it's only blue, and I can tell the blues apart. And I'm like, not me. I'm not going to change my entire setup just to try to see a mouse, you know? But also, like, I think the fun part is, like, that it's hard, you know, and annoying, and, you know. But also, like, I want the 3-segmented mouse hold, you know? Like, which is 1 in 100. So, yeah, I think it's the hardest shiny in the game. And I have a thing that says I want to get the hardest shiny in every game, you know? It's always hard, Tommy. It's just life. I called you Tommy that time. Oh, I'm changing it up. I'm changing it up. Maybe I do call you Tommy. Maybe I call you Tommy when I'm not in a chat. Yeah, so I have one of my favorite games to hunt in is freaking what is it called? Sun and Moon. So Sun and Moon is very hard. I decided that the hardest shiny in that game was I'd come to the conclusion was Marini, because it's a 1% chance. Yes, SOS chaining. It's a 1% chance to pull up a Corsola, and then Corsola has a 1% chance of calling Marini. So what you have to do is you have to SOS chain for so long that you get a Marini, but you have to phase on Corsola, right? So I killed 16 shiny Corsolas in order to get one shiny Marini. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what happened. Because you can't catch it because it's, yeah. And then somebody was like, that's not the hardest shiny in the game. And I was like, okay, what is? And they said that Beldum is the hardest shiny in the game because it only knows takedown and it will kill itself. And I was like, okay. So then it took me like, I don't know, 3 hours to get a shiny Beldum. And then it's the catch rate for Beldum is as hard as Mew. But yeah, I just ended up master balling it. So, yeah. And then somebody was like, that's not the hardest shiny in the game. The hardest shiny in the game is Salazzle. And I thought they were, like, wrong because I was like, no, there's no way. Even though Salazzle is like a 12%, like Marini was a 1%. But the part about Salazzle is that it will poison you or burn you. And if it doesn't do either of those things, it has Dragon Rage to do set damage to any Pokemon, no matter how high level it is. So you're literally sitting there, like, you know, using your own PP and using your own healing items. And I was like, this is a lot harder than I thought. So I went back to the drawing board and I was like, this might be the hardest one in the game. But then I realized, like, I need to either get a Pokemon that's immune to fire or immune to poison. And I was like, well, if it's a fire poison type, then it's immune to both. But then Salazzle, which is the fire poison type, right, is has a really low HP stat. So like 2, even at like level 100, like 2 or 3 Dragon Rages just kills it. It's like, that's not very useful. So then I realized that there's a Pokemon that is immune to, or not immune, but poison and burn doesn't do anything to it. And it's immune to Dragon Rage because it's a fairy type. And that Pokemon is Clefable. And so I went out and got a shiny Clefable to do this specific hunt. And I haven't started it yet because I decided that I wanted to do that one on screen. And that means I would have to have a 3DS capture card. So, yeah, I'm going to get a 3DS capture card. There's so many things that you need to take into account with Pokemon. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I love finding that, like, aha moment of, like, oh my god, Clefable is the perfect Pokemon. Immune to Dragon Rage. Burn and poison do nothing to it. Like, the only thing you can hit me with, what, is, like, Smokescreen. And then all I need to do is just get 100% of, like, yeah, I just need, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. And then I hunted for a shiny Clefable. So, I already have it. And then, like, with this hunt, I need a Pokemon that could just kill things fast, right? So I need a Pokemon that would just, pshum, go super fast, right? And I, like, went with Cerulege, and Cerulege was fast, but it was awkward. And shiny Cerulege doesn't look good, and I was like, you know, I want a shiny that you can clearly see that it's shiny when I throw it out. So I spent so long hunting for shiny Zoroark, or Zorua, just so I could do this hunt. And then this hunt is going to take me forever. I've already phased 4 times, which, you know, it's 1 in 100, so I will probably phase a lot more. Yeah, it's kind of a beast, this hunt, you know. And then my Sword and Shield game, Sinistea is quite easily the hardest. So it's a 1% it's a 1% chance to find in the forest, and it's a 1% to find in the forest. And then, yeah, and then obviously the shiny rate stacks on top of that. So, yeah. So, yeah, I like to hunt the hardest things in the game. I just finished hunting, so in X and Y, I deemed, like, the second hardest shiny in the game is to do the starter. So the starter hunt, to go through the starter dialogue, you have to, like, name your character and then go through all the BS of getting a Pokedex, and it's like a whole 3-minute cutscene. And it's like, ridiculous. What are the odds? What odds are these? So this is shiny charm odds. But, I mean, it's shiny charm odds to get one tandem mouse, right? So it's like 5 whatever. I do have a sandwich up, but it never helps. Because you don't go through like 500. So like every 2 or 3 sandwiches I'll get 1 mouse hold. So it's a little ridiculous. And then after I get 1 shiny mouse hold, then I evolve it, and I have 1 in 100 odds there to get or tandem mouse to get a mouse hold. You know, so it's you know, it's one of those hunts that very well could take somebody years, you know. Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's fun to torture myself. I think. I do things that nobody else wants to do, you know? Masochist. It's not that it hurts. It okay, it doesn't hurt physically. It only hurts emotionally. You know? Which I just think I got from my parents. You know? Go get the mouse hold. Oh god, I almost ran into the mouse hold. Or tandem mouse. I also haven't played this game in forever. I've been playing so much Sword and Shield. I've been playing so much... Oh, by the way, the hardest hunt, I think, in X and Y is the starter hunt, which takes 3 minutes to do, right? And I got a shiny Froakie. In my actual copy. Like, this one right here. This one that's on this one. I have a shiny Froakie on it. Which is so cool that it's on a real, genuine copy. You know. And that was obviously full odds on the game. You know. I'd like to go back and Sword and Shield again. I love the graphics. The graphics of Sword and Shield were just a masterpiece. Like, I'm pretty sure they just, like, maxed out. You know. Like, Sword and Shield weren't the best of games, but holy crap did they look good. I think objectively, X and Y starter hunts, oh my god. The one that's better, right, is the second starter. So when you're going for your mega, it's like a 2-minute reset. Or it's not even a 2-minute reset. It's like a 20-second reset, maybe. So brilliant levels. Oh my god. The starter hunt, so it's I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this and everybody's gonna hate me for it. The starter hunts for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl were easier than X and Y. I'll say that till the day I die. Because when you're going through the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl starter hunt, all you have to do is press A. It does everything for you. All you have to do is press A. When you're going through the X and Y, you're switching with B and A, and you're selecting the, you know, like, it's all just so annoying. So even if it is a minute longer, like, you only had to do A. So that's my opinion, controversial opinion. However, my X and Y hunt was 393 or 398, sorry, encounters. And my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl one was what? 4 or 7,000 or something. You know? So yeah. It was I mean, the hunts, yes, were a nightmare, you know. But yeah. I don't know. I think the X and Y one, just for me, was so annoying. My sandwich ended. I never saw anybody. Yeah, that was rough. But I made a series out of it, which was kind of really cool. You know, like I could do it. You know. Yeah, it was 7,000. It was like 7,600, like exactly. 7,100. Dude, I don't remember. It was exactly on the dot, like one of 7,200 maybe. Yeah, it was on the dot. It was weird. That was one of the weirder ones. Also, Dragon, just so you know, I am in a couple different series. One of them, I'm doing a draft league, which is kind of cool. And I enjoyed the draft league. But the other one that I'm doing is me and my friends are doing a gym league where we each get a gym and we each get a type and we fight each other and then, you know, the viewers fight us. And we had 9 people instead of 8. So the winner of the tournament, the double elimination tournament, the winner of that tournament got to become the champion. And I don't want to brag, but I did win that tournament. And I am the champion. And we're going to stream. And I am only to battle. I'm only to battle when somebody beats everybody. And so my team, so we each get a type, right? My type was water. And then they wanted to say, hey, the gym leader can use any type, but they still have to have some restrictions. So I have a theme. And my theme is like the island theme. So I have my theme. So I'll show you my Pokemon. Let me get Showdown. So my team is a Sun team. My team is a Sun team. And it is Walking Wake. It is Lilligant. It is Camerupt, Torkoal, Scovillain, and Volcarona. And so, essentially, my team is just Eruption. Yeah. And I faced the gym leader that got 7th, and I 6-0'd him. And then I faced him again, and I 5-0'd him. So... yeah, I think I'm doing all right. I've gotten way too into competitive, you know? Yeah, so the fact that it's a Sun team is bonkers, right? I just feel so salty. Yeah. I'm in a draft league, and in this draft league are like some of the best Pokemon players I've ever seen. And they're really, really good. Do more than me. Give yourself some credit. So in this draft league, there's people that are some of the best Pokemon players I've ever seen. And I won my first battle against a guy that had like Golden Go and Wo Chen, and he had Mimikyu and something else. And he just destroyed everyone. He was actually the season 1 champion. And then I ended up beating him with Eruption Camerupt. Which was so nice. It was really rewarding. And then my last battle, I was absolutely demolishing. But the first turn that we did something, the first turn that happened, he paralyzed both my Pokemon. And I was like, that's fine. And then I proceeded to get paralyzed 6 turns in a row. And even with that, I was still doing good. At one point, it was 6-3 in my favor. And then the paralyzed just caught up to me, and I just lost. I was up 3-6, and I still lost due to the paralysis and BS and flinches. Oh my god, it was just so annoying. I was very frustrated. And then this match, I am facing a normal type team. So I have some pretty good strats for this normal type team. I also have Victini, which I am stoked about. Victini is very, very good, and it gets a V-Create. And I'm running V-Create Eject Pack all the time. So V-Create, right, in the sun. Okay, so V-Create is 180 base damage. It never misses because Victini's... because Victini's ability makes everything hit. So V-Create in the sun, stab, 180 base damage. And then Eject Pack. Just so good. And then I have I have Galarian Slowbro, which can reset everybody's stat changes. So what I can do is I can Victini V-Create, then, pivot out, go into something else. Once that dies, I can go back into Victini, V-Create again. Once I live that turn, they'll be like, okay, you're half speed, right? I bring in Slowbro, reset my stat changes, and then I'm fast, and then I will hit like a truck, right? And then after that turn, I have Slowbro on the field, right? Slowbro's on the field. I protect with Victini. After I'm half speed, I protect with Victini. And then I will... Trick Room with Slow King. And then Victini, since it's half speed, it now outspeeds everything, and I can V-create again and lower my speed again. Victini runs house. Like, it just does. I don't know. I am very excited with Victini. However, the rules state that I cannot terrastalize Victini. I don't know what I would need to terrastalize it into. I don't know it. Okay, wait. I'm confused. I don't know if the stream is, like, slow or not. But I don't remember. I don't know what you're, like... I don't know what you want me to elaborate on. I would love to elaborate, because this is my stuff. Like, I love talking about this. But, like, Victini's ability is Victory Star. Okay, stream's fine. Okay, so I don't know what you want me to elaborate on. I don't remember what I was talking about. I say a lot of things very fast. But Victini having Victory Star as its ability... means that it gets a 1.1% 1.1% accuracy check. Talking about the Slowbro Victini strategy, it seems to elaborate. Okay, so right, I send out Victini. I V-create. V-create lowers my defense, special defense, and speed by 2 stages. Right? So I am now a very not good place with Victini because it's now very slow and it's now has not a lot of defenses. So what I do with Victini is after that turn where I'm now minus defenses and speed, I bring in Galarian Slowbro because Galarian Slowbro has an ability called Curious Medicine, which resets all of my stat changes. So Victini now gets rid of its -2 in speed, defense, and special defense. So now it's back to fully healthy Victini. And if somebody doesn't think about that, like I switch it in and use V-create. So instead of being slow, I turn into really, really fast Victini because I reset my stat changes. And then that turn, V-create, get the stat changes again. Right? If something doesn't hit me, because we're playing doubles. I should have mentioned that. Playing doubles. If something doesn't hit me that turn, if it doesn't kill me that turn, then since my Victini is already slow and my Slow King is on the field, I can just protect with Victini and then Trick Room with Slow King, making my Victini that was fast, or that was slow because I have -2 speed, making it fast because I can't reset the stat changes again. Oh my god. Is there a way to get contrary Victini? Ooh, I need Malamar. Speed, defense, and special defense. Yeah, it's kind of an elaborate plan, and it has more to it than that, which is even more wild, right? Because at that point, it's never worked. So I might be a good strategist, but that strategy has never worked for me. Uh, I've only tried it once, and that was when I got paralyzed. So, yeah. Ideally, the strategy works immensely, but I haven't had a chance to try it. But it gets more elaborate the more you use it, right? So instead of just swapping in Slow King the first turn after I lose my defenses, what I could do is I could just use the Eject Pack, which is a item that will, once your stats are lowered, you will be switched out. So since Victini has V-Create and it lowers its stat changes, it will just immediately get switched out. And then I have my stats reset. It also can work interestingly because if on the turn that Slowbro comes in, right, or Slow... Oh my god, it's a shiny. We got it. We did it, boys. We did it. We got the shiny. Let's freaking go. So if on the turn that if right, so I have Victini's stat changes lowered, right? I'm so invested into this conversation. I don't care that there's a mouse hole on the screen. Which is wild. I like catching them in a Premier Ball because it's cute. But that means I have to like paralyze it and stuff. Okay. I'm going to save right now because it is now worth it to save. Even if I don't get another shiny, it is well worth it to save. And then I'm going to go keep going so I can use up my sandwich. So in case I get another one. So Victini, right? We're at the point where Victini's stats are lowered and there is a Slow King on the field, right? So I would Protect and then Trick Room. So Victini is the fastest thing on the field. Right? But the turn that I use Victini, Slow King is going to go first. And Slow King can use Psychic Terrain. And then Victini can just use Expanding Force and hit both Pokemon. Because it's going to be the fastest thing on the field. So it's like, this strategy can go so many different ways. So the Victini is just good. It's just good. It's so versatile. And I feel like it just works so well on my team. Like anybody else's team, Victini would be okay. But specifically on this team, it is going to be like a nightmare. Oh my god, it's crazy. I have such good strats for my team. I have a really good strat for this. So, this is broken. Listen to this strat. I want you to hear this strat and tell me if you would never battle me ever again. So I have a strat that is... so I have Jumpluff, right? And Jumpluff gets 2 moves, being Cotton Guard and Baton Pass. So I can Cotton Guard, get +3, Cotton Guard again, get +6, and then Baton Pass it to... I can Baton Pass it to Runerigus, which gets which Runerigus gets body press. Now, I would be +6 defense on a Pokemon with 145 defense stat. Runerigus just body presses everything, no? Like, I would just destroy everything. And I want to do that against somebody. Sounds vile. Oh my god, that's literally what Glaceon said. Glaceon was like, sounds vile. I don't even know what vile means, but I assume it's like devious, you know? It's also funny because I'm sitting here shiny hunting and I'm talking about the strategies that people could watch. But also I'm documenting this entire experience on video, right? So like, I'm the only one who's going to be recording the battles. Extremely unpleasant. Yeah, I'm going to take a team that has only physical moves, and I'm going to do that strat. Is this a shiny Igglybuff? Yeah. That's my first shiny phase Igglybuff. If you can call it a phase. Did you see that I was not on my Pokemon? I'm not here. Nobody threw that Pokeball. I'm gonna do it again, see if I appear. Oh, there I am. I threw that one. I'm more mad than I am happy that I got an Igglybuff, so I don't know what that means to you, but it is another shiny, so so normally when I do shiny hunting, I can like sit here and do anything else. Like I can shiny hunt and I can, you know, play a different game and, you know, whatever. But like with this shiny hunt, I'm moving around so much and clicking such precise buttons. Like it's just enough where I cannot, I can't do anything else. I could do anything else. I could sit here and shiny hunt like this with run circles around me and then hit the exclamation point and then, you know, I could do anything else while I'm shiny hunting. But not with this game, which is hard for me to just go, okay, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes or 2 hours or whatever shiny hunting in this game. I'm gonna throw my life away just for this game, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like I could be doing so many other things. And a lot of times with the deep shiny hunts that I get into, I can do like 3 of them at once. Like I could do the hardest shinies in the game 3 at once, you know? But not with this one. This one I have to do specifically by myself. I have to do one at a time. You know? I would also just love for it to be like done. You know, I love to be like, oh yeah, you know, a fifth shiny Tandem Mouse. I got the, you know. That is my luck though, so. I also hate it in this game because the light changes almost everything. It's like, these mice look orange now. And I'm like, is that a shiny? Is the shiny more orange? No, it's not. It's just the light making them orange, you know? Which is rude, and I don't appreciate it. What if I got another shiny? That's not even a tandem mouse. If I got another shiny tandem mouse. I like how tandem mouse is tandem mouse. Like it's two mice in tandem. But like mousehold is a household. Yeah, the lighting can be very weird. That's the one thing about these games is they kind of just, you know, they're not the best made games. They're really good. Like, it's really good. This game is really good in a lot of aspects. Graphically, it is graphically challenged. You know? Which I think is okay, but I'm never a person who's like, oh my god, I love, you know, this game exclusively. I only love graphically good games. Like, no, you know, one of my favorite games is Minecraft, right? I love Gen 4. Gen 4 looks like hot garbage nowadays, you know? Like, I don't know. Oh my god, yeah, the steel and like metal graphics are really good. They're like so good. Like Magnemite, when I first saw it, I was like, this is it. This is what Magnemite was meant to be, you know? This is it. I don't know. It was Magna meant to be. 8 minutes. I also mildly like that shiny hunting is broken into 30-minute increments because I can't focus that long, you know? But also I hate the fact that there's a time limit on it. Like, I wish sandwiches just felt, you know? Like, because time doesn't pass normally for me. Like, 30 minutes can feel like 5 minutes or 300 minutes, you know? I don't know. It's just not. Time doesn't like me. ADHD brain go burr, you know? Beep boop 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 boop. I wish it was like a sandwich for like hours and you would just sit there. But then I'd be like, I gotta maximize this sandwich, and then I'd shiny hunt for 3 freaking hours. It'd be pretty funny if it was like, oh my god, how long do you plan on shiny hunting? I'll eat a quarter of a sandwich, you know? Like, if my character can eat a sandwich every 30 minutes, like, that's impressive, you know? That's some impressive sandwich eatery at that point, you know? Like, the people at my, like, diner are like, can you finish this burger in, like, 4 hours? And if you can do that, you get to eat it for free, you know? It's an experience. you know? I think it was The Rock the other day. He had one thing like that you know, he was like, "Hey, when he was like really poor, he went down to like the local pizza place and he was like, "Hey, you know, if you can eat this deep dish pizza in an hour and you finish it all, you get it for free." And then he was like, "All right, I'll do that. I don't have, you know, enough money to pay for that pizza, so I'll just eat it." And then the first day, he just ate it. Gone. And they were like, "Damn, that's impressive." And then, like, the next day, he came in and did the same thing. And they were like, "Damn, that's impressive." And then, like, the next day, he came in and they were like, "Damn, that's impressive." And the next day when he came in, they were like, "Dude, if you want a free pizza, like, you just ask." Yeah, you know. Like, relatable. Understandable, you know? Because, like, the guy just wanted food, you know? He didn't really care. Like, he needed to survive, you know? See, I feel like it's been 20 minutes, but it's only been 4. Every time Zoroark hesitates like that, I get really mad because, like, it's not a shiny. Consistency is key. Yeah, like, you know, most people would have been like, "Ah, yo, let me take a picture. I crushed this pizza." But he was just like, I was just hungry, you know? Like, I just needed food. And I didn't have enough money for the pizza. I also heard this one story from this comedian who was like, "Yeah, so there was never, so they would go to like 7-Eleven or like Quick Trip or whatever, and they would get a hot dog, and the hot dogs are like $1, but they never told you like a limit that you could put on like the chili, because you get like a chili dog for like $1.25." But the cases they came in were like this big. So you could put one hot dog in the bottom and then like mound the chili on top. And like sometimes he would put 2 dogs in there. But, you know, they knew him and whatever. It's just another. Just like, what does a hot dog cost the company, you know? And then there was this one lady who was like really, really mad that this guy was like cheating the store and he was putting an extra hot dog in there, right? And so he knew that she was going to check it. So he put one hot dog in there and filled it all the way to the brim, like packed it in there, you know, and just put one hot dog in there, packed it full. And then she was like, "No, you're lying, you're cheating, whatever." And then she like opened the thing and like started digging through it, and there was only one hot dog in there. And he was like, "Guess you owe me a hot dog," you know? Yeah. I don't know. Broke things to do when you're poor, I guess. She's crazy. Yeah, right. Like, imagine you're working your minimum wage job, right? Or slightly above minimum wage. You make a couple dollars over minimum wage. And some guy brings up hot dogs. And with a big, like, gosh, whatever. Like, how many hot dogs are in there? Okay, cool. Like, you're not going to go through somebody's hot dog, right? Not this lady. Oh, my God. God forbid you get a cup. Like, the amount that he's paying for the hot dog, like, you pay $1.25 for the hot dog and the chili. Like, the hot dog and the chili probably cost the company, I don't know, 12 cents. It's like, even if he was putting, like, an inordinate amount of chili and, you know, 2 hot dogs, like, they're still making significantly more profit than he is taking from the company. You know, like, why defend the company, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, you couldn't steal from my company, I don't think, or at least I have no idea how you could, because my company is an interesting company. But like, if somebody was stealing from the company, I'd be like, uh, okay, like what are you gonna? Yeah, it's about the principle that matters. Yeah, of a friggin' like, bro, come on. If you're paying $1 and loading this like hot dog up with chili, you don't have enough money for lunch. You know, like stealing at that point is almost like a necessity. Like if you're that hungry, you know, like I don't know. Like if you're gonna die if you don't have that hot dog, and you can afford I don't know $1.25, you know, like whatever, you know. I don't know. Like if somebody found out a way to steal from my company, I'd be like, clearly you need this, you know. But also, the products that I have at my company, you couldn't do anything with anyway. Like, unless you have the specific things that you need to make it work, you can't use it. Like what? You're gonna build a refrigerator out of, like, the parts that I have in my car? Like, no. Like, that's not gonna happen. You know? I don't know. It's been like ages since I played this game. I'm gonna give him 3 medium candies. 23. I don't know when he evolves. I don't know when this mouse evolves. And I know you can't evolve it just by giving it candies. I think it's 24, but I don't know. It might be 27. I'm gonna go to the cliff. So you have to win a battle with the mice in order for them to evolve. You know? Which is dumb. As level 25? See, I was still wrong. But it was somewhere in the middle. So at least I got, like, you know, the things mildly right. Frostmoth doesn't have, like, trap ability. You know? Doesn't have pursuit. I know, my special defense. Chi-Yu is so cool. Yay, evolve. Or else. Please be 3, 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 please be. It's 4. It's 4. Time to put it in my box of 4 segmented mouse holes. I'm missing one. I don't know where he went, but this is a fake 3. It's not shiny. So. Alright, and you go to the shiny box. Alright, back to the drawing board. Which, like, makes this hunt long. But it makes it interesting because I get the phases, right? Like, I get the phases. I get to, E-U-G-E is back, you know? Like, you get the phases, you know, which is interesting because it makes it give you hope, you know? Like, it's the illusion of something, you know? Like, if I just didn't see a shiny Pokemon for 7 years, you know? Like, it would kind of be like, well, this is dumb, you know? But, yeah. Did I save? I don't know if I saved. I'm going to save again. Okay, so I had like 4 typos in this message, but I need to send like 4 people this message. So I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I'm not going to bother correcting the typos. How bad does that make me? Look at this, bro. Look at this boy. What is he doing? Look at how out he is. Like, bro, he is snoozing. This dude has not seen a soft place since 1977. Holy crap. Okay, we got all the peppers. We need the and then we need the tofu. I have 200 pieces of tofu. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I have so much tofu. No, I do know, because I'm going to be doing this forever. This is my life now. I'm only doing this thing. I love it when the tablecloth goes through the plates. That's my favorite thing. I was doing this the other day because it's like a comfortable position for me. I don't know why, but somebody was like, "Oh my god, you have like you're playing the controller behind your head. That's crazy." And I was like, I didn't even know I was doing that. Like, I knew that my controller was behind my head, but like, you never look at a controller. Like, if you're playing it, you never look at the buttons. Like, why would you do that? Like, a controller is specifically made to drive by feel. Like, you're supposed to know where all of the buttons are all of the time, you know? It's not bad, it's efficient. I don't remember what we were talking about. That's not bad, but efficient. I'm always efficient. Hands behind your head. Oh my god. You know what? Fight me. What was I gonna say? Oh, Dragon, I got a Lamborghini. Let's wrestle. Okay. 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 I got a Lamborghini. Would you like to see my Lamborghini? You copy and pasting the messages? Yeah, it's efficient, but it also has like 6 typos in it. Like it's efficient, but it's also like I didn't bother to, you know. This is my Lamborghini. I'm very proud of it. It's made out of Legos, and I made it. Oh my god, it even has the door swoosh. That's so cool. Has exhaust and tail lights and everything. It's made out of Lego. It's Lego. Lego. I made it on stream actually. Oh, I dropped my controller. I made it on stream. And the lady that like was like, at the Lego store, she was like, I bet you wish you had one of these. And I was like, I kind of do. And she looked at me funny, and I was like, well, I have probably the closest thing to come to it. Because this, if you ask somebody that had to describe it to you, this is an 80s mid-engine sports car. That's what this is. And I have one. I have an 80s mid-engine sports car. So, like, I have one. And I said, I'm getting this because this is the closest thing to you guys having a Lego of my car that I'll ever get. You know? So, yeah. Okay, I don't like this anymore. I liked that the Iggly buffs weren't there, right? Because they're annoying, right? And they just fly away in the rain. But Iggly buffs are flying into me and counting as encounters. Like, look at that one! Like, it just flew into me! Ah! I hate it. Like, why are they blowing this way? I guess I should just try to get out of their aim, right? Uh-oh. Hold on. So I'm gonna tell you this really quickly. I have to leave. There's a car that I want to buy, and it's really rare. And the guy just called me, and he said he has one, and I'm going to buy it. All right, bye.